Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. It's May 12th. Today is my brother's 32nd birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday, Xavier. Can't stand you, but happy birthday. I have a doctor's appointment today at 10:30. I just finished eating breakfast. I am 39 weeks today and 1 day. Yeah, 39 weeks in 1 day. I am going to see if I am dilated today. We are going to see if this boy wants to come out because he's due May 18th. That's my due date. He's due May 18th, and my last appointment, I was not dilated. And the appointment before that, I've been going to appointments every week now, and I have not been dilated each time. And she told me that if I'm not dilated today, then we're going to talk about me being induced, which kind of sucks because I wanted him to come on his own. Honestly, I'm fine with him being in there. He can stay there as long as he wants. Well, not literally, but you know, I love being pregnant with him. I have no complaints. Honestly, my pregnancy was amazing. Besides like the first trimester where I was sick all the time. Other than that, you know, I have had a decent pregnancy. But we will see. I already know the routine when I get to the doctor. They always check my blood pressure. They make me pee in a cup. And then they check my weight, and then she checks me, and then I'm out. I'm gonna show you guys my bump. I'm out of breath. Lord have mercy. Definitely not gonna miss that. I'm definitely not gonna miss that. Guess what, y'all? It's May 18th. You know what else? Not only is it May 18th, and today is my due date, I'm still pregnant. Still freaking pregnant. Are you surprised? Because I'm not. Good morning, guys. Last night was horrible. I barely got any sleep. I had some weird dreams. I'm about to take a bubble bath. I'm having a lot of back labor. Well, I don't know if it's back labor, but I'm having a lot of back cramping. It's not pain, it's just cramping. But all night last night, it was really hard for me to get some sleep. My little brother and my mom packed my bag because they think that he might come before the 25th. I still think I'm gonna have to get induced on the 25th. I don't think he's gonna come before. So yeah, I'm about to take a bubble bath to ease some of this pain. I've been timing them. They're lasting about a minute or so. But if they get closer and closer and closer, I'm gonna go to the doctor or the hospital, something. I'm gonna do something. I did have one big one, like one that it lasted a minute, but it was strong, like really strong. I'm gonna try to call my doctor's office when they first open up. We'll see. Because I'm trying to get this labor process started. I know it's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Am I getting the epidural? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. When I'm moving around, I don't feel them as much. But when I'm like laying down, that's when I feel it. So 6:32. I went to go get ready to get my bath, and I went to pee. And when I wiped myself, my mucus plug came out. So that was fast. What's up, y'all? I'm in the doctor's office. I'm waiting to get checked. Their contractions are fluctuating. 1 minute they're 4 minutes, and they're 5, then they're 6, then they're 8. All right, y'all. So at this point, I ended up having to go to the hospital. It was around 11:50 at night. The contractions started to become very unbearable. They kept me in this room, and they had me wait to see if anything would change because I was still 1 centimeter, and I had been in this room for about an hour. Right now, I'm currently going through contractions in this clip. The contractions were super duper strong. But I was in here in like this waiting room for like an hour, and I ended up dilating to 2 centimeters. And that's when my doctor finally decided that she wanted to just go ahead and admit me into the hospital. But who child, contractions, They were no freaking joke. No joke. When they had finally decided to like check me into the hospital, I literally cried because I literally thought that they were gonna send me home. My mom had dropped me off at the hospital and they wouldn't let her come up to the room, so I just told my mom to go back home until I found out like if anything was gonna happen or not. You know, I didn't know if I was gonna go home or stay or not, but I just told my mom to just go home because I didn't know how long I was gonna be there, and we didn't live too far from the hospital. But when stuff started happening, that's when I had called her back, and she was there for me the whole time. And shout out to my mom. She is a ride or die. I love her. And she was definitely there from the beginning to the end. All right, y'all. Hold on, let me turn it down. I'm in my room. I got my IV. They gave me fentanyl, and I'm a little loopy, but I'm in my room. So I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared, but everybody's been really nice. I'm 2 centimeters dilated. I don't know what time it is, but I know it's like 2 in the morning. Yeah, this drug is like strong as hell. But yeah, I need to get some sleep. So I'll talk to y'all later. All right, y'all. It's 5:05 in the morning. I just got the epidural. I'm scared. I'm all taped up. I got the IV. They gave me fentanyl. They gave me 2 doses of it. They gave me one at like midnight, and then they gave me another one around like 3 a.m. I'm just so tired. I can't. I look crazy. But baby boy will be here soon. Alright, y'all, they just checked me. They said I am 4 centimeters dilated. Jesus Christ. Can't believe I'm 4 centimeters dilated. Like, oh my goodness. I just can't believe it. Just like, y'all. It's 11:06. They got this peanut ball between my legs. So that way they can get the baby and move on down there. I'm 4 centimeters dilated. They brought me food. Oh, it's chicken broth and looks like water and some Jello and something else. I dropped my call light on the floor, so I can't even call my nurse to help me up. But I've been in and out of sleep, so I need to get myself together. My lips look blue or purple. Maybe I'm just stupid. But yeah, they cleaned me up. They got me in a new gown and whatnot. They're doing construction outside my window because they're building like a new building or something. But I'm gonna just have to yell. I'm gonna push the button and I'm gonna just have to yell because it's on the floor. So. Oh, boy, my face looks so fat. 6 centimeters.
Like a fat shell.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it.
No, you're not talking about fat. Talking about pH.
Oh. 6 centimeters. What else? Oh, I can feel these contractions. I can feel these contractions. Oh, God. Oh.
On his birthday.
On Brian's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She said I'm 9.5.
But she said, are you kidding me? I thought she was going to say he was like ready now.
No. 9.5 centimeters. What time is it?
Goodness, that was quick.
Yeah, hot. Because when they checked me earlier, I was 6. And then I jumped from 6 to 9.5.
That quick. It will.
Whew.
Maybe you start out as 1 centimeter. You jump from 1 to 4.
Yeah.
Then 4 to 6. Down, you don't jump to 9.5.
So she's going to be in the room. Should I stay up? Should I stay up? I want to sleep. Where you sleep? Should I stay up?
If you was like me, you would be excited.
I'm scared.
You good, girl. You good.
Yeah, so it's Brian's birthday, so I guess he's born on Brian's birthday. He's sharing a birthday. You know, I kept saying I didn't want him to share. Nobody.
Exactly. Xavier said Bella's is May 25th.
Oh, that's funny.
He said you got 4 man. I said, what? Xavier's, Brian's, Bella, and Roman's.
Mm-hmm.
And them numbers, girl.
I've never even played the lottery.
Me neither, child.
I've never played it before. What's up, y'all? As I was editing the video, I just wanted to chime in. Yes, I finally got my hair done. I just wanted to chime in a little bit on some stuff because some stuff is the video is all over the place. After my water got broken, I had developed a fever and I had got an infection from my water being broken. The doctor had came in and broke my water, and I think when he broke my water and he left me there for those like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, I think that's what caused me to have an infection. Mind you, I'm numb from the waist down. I can't feel nothing. I don't know what's going on down there. I can't see nothing down there. I was covered up with a blanket. I know that there was a towel down there collecting like all the fluid and whatnot, but not my doctor, but a doctor that was working on night shift that night when he broke my water. He left me for hours and hours and hours, and then my doctor came in and she cleaned me up and whatnot and got me all together down there. But I had knew something was wrong because all of a sudden I started having chills, and they kept saying like, oh, it's just the epidural, you know, it's normal to have, to shake uncontrollably. But I had that epidural from the time that I checked into the hospital to that current moment. So I've had the epidural for hours at this point, over 24 hours at this point. And never had the chills, never was shaking, none of that. So when all that was going on, I was like, no, something's wrong. Can you guys take my temperature because this is not normal? You know, I was fine, and now all of a sudden I have chills. So they took my temperature, and my temperature was like 109 or 110 or something like that. So then they started checking me out, things like that, and then they had told me that I had Chorioamnionitis. I'm gonna put it on the screen because I can't pronounce it. So that's when they had decided to put me on Pitocin. Because at that point, you know, since I was having a fever, that made them very eager to try and get the baby out. So, yeah, that was pretty scary. Then, after my son was born, I kind of just took time to put the camera down and not even focus on YouTube at that point. Yeah, so I wasn't there by myself the whole time. What happened was my mom had checked me into the hospital. I honestly thought that I was going home. I thought that they were going to send me home because I was 1 centimeter dilated earlier. And what happened was I got checked into the hospital. Well, I didn't get checked into the hospital, but they had put me in like this waiting room, and it was like a room with like a curtain, and then it had a bed in it, and then there was another bed beside me with a curtain. It was like a waiting room, and my doctor was on call that night. She came in, she checked my cervix. I was still 1 centimeter dilated, but I was still having contractions like every few minutes. And so she asked me, she was like, you're still 1 centimeter dilated. Do you want to go home, or do you want to wait an hour to see if you dilate more? So I was like, I'll wait an hour and see if I dilate more. Y'all, that was the longest hour of my life. Like that hour went by so slow. It was like, it felt like the hour just took forever. That 1 hour took forever to get here. I'm very calm. Like I said, I have a high pain tolerance, but them contractions was like, I knew like if I went home, I was gonna go back. I was gonna come back because I did not want to be stuck in that hospital. Stuck at home going through these contractions. I tried to do it at home. I tried as long as I could. I even called my doctor and I was like, what can I do? And she was like, walk, eat something, take a warm bath. She even told me to take Tylenol. I took Tylenol, and when I took the Tylenol, it seemed like it made the contractions stronger and more frequent. So that was another thing that I was just like, nope, I gotta go to the hospital. So my mom, she took me to the ER. I told my mom to just go home, because I didn't know how long I was gonna be there, and I didn't think that they were gonna keep me. So I just told my mom, just go home, don't come in. So I was in that hospital room, in that waiting room for a while, like I said, an hour. And when she came back to check me, I was 2 centimeters dilated, and she could see like on the little monitor that she had me hooked up to, she could see that I had back to back contractions. And I think if I would have never dilated more and I would have never had those contractions back to back, I feel like that she would have never kept me. I feel like she would have just sent me home. So when she told me that she was going to keep me, I literally cried. Like literally, I cried because I was so scared that they were going to tell me that I would have to go home. And I was like, I'm not trying to go home. I literally was begging her, like, don't send me home. And as soon as I got in that room, I waited another hour trying to labor without the epidural. Ended up getting the epidural. It was scary, but it wasn't that bad as I thought it was going to be. It did not hurt. It was just a little pinch from when he had numbed my back. But after that, it didn't hurt. It felt good. I was fine. There were times where the epidural did wear off. There were times where I was feeling them contractions. So I had to call my nurse in. Sometimes the nurse would take forever to come in there. But I had to call my nurse in a few times so they could like up the dosage a little bit because it was just too much. Yeah, it was just a lot going on. A lot of things that I just did not record. I didn't pick up the camera for. Like I said, they had gave me Pitocin because I had a fever and an infection. And since they gave me the Pitocin, obviously Pitocin speeds up the labor a little bit because I was dilating, but I was dilating like every 2 to 3 hours. So I went from like a 6, because when I was 6 centimeters when they gave me the Pitocin. I went from 6 to 9.5 centimeters in like 2 hours or an hour or something like that. And I remember just being so out of it. Like, one thing about me though, I never complained not one time. I never was like, I never was upset. I was very calm, and it was so crazy because I was just so calm and I wasn't reacting. I wasn't freaking out. There was a girl in the room next door to me that I could hear screaming like at the top of her lungs. But other than that, I was really, 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 really calm. I was just chilling, watching TV, eating chicken broth, eating Jello, ice cream, just calm. I honestly didn't even have an appetite. I was scared that I was going to be like, oh my God, I'm starving. When can I eat? Blah, blah, blah. But I actually did not have an appetite. I didn't want to eat. I literally was forcing myself to eat because I knew I had to eat something. I had to get something in my body. I barely even wanted to drink water. I really was forcing myself to get this fluid and stuff into my body. But when she told me I was 9.5 centimeters, I was like, oh my God, wow. It doesn't show on my face, but in my mind, I was just like, wow, oh my gosh. So I started pushing at 1:08 a.m. No, I'm lying. I started pushing at 1 a.m. and they told me it was going to be a practice push. That was not a practice push. They told me to push. I was pushing. Because at this point I was like, ain't no practicing. We're gonna have to get this baby out because I'm ready to see him. I'm ready to meet him. I pushed once, and then the nurse had called in my doctor. My doctor came in there and she was getting ready. She was prep. I love my doctor. Like, she was so calm. She was so chill. She didn't, she kept me calm. Like, her energy, I love her energy. Like, her energy, the energy in the room, it was just so intimate. It was just me, my nurse, my doctor, my mom. It was so intimate. It was so quiet. It was so small. The only thing you could hear in the room literally was the TV and the nurse counting and my mom counting. And they were hard talking to me, but I don't even remember what they were saying. I remember them counting and telling me to breathe, but I don't remember anything else. I just remember hearing the TV. I remember hearing my mom count, hearing the nurse count. I remember me closing my eyes and just breathing, pushing, and I remember him coming out. And I did like 5 pushes, and like I said, I started pushing at 1, and he came out at 1:08 a.m. And when he came out, I didn't think I was gonna cry, but I broke down crying. I broke down crying because I couldn't believe that he was here. And, it was just crazy. Oh, another thing, this is off topic, but when they broke my water, my stomach was like flat. Like, I was still pregnant, but like my stomach, like, it was like deflated. It looked so weird. I tried to get a picture of it, but you couldn't really see it on camera. After my son was born, my doctor let me see my placenta. It was pretty cool. I got to see it. She opened it up for me and just showed me around. I also got to cut my umbilical cord. I thought my mom was going to do it, but she chickened out. But it's okay. Yeah, it was so cool seeing the placenta like up close in person. Like, I wanted to keep it, but like I didn't know what I was going to do with it if I kept it. So I just left it alone. I was like, go ahead and just take it. Yeah, after he was born, she was like, okay, I'm going to get the placenta out. She got the placenta out and she was pushing on my stomach. That was uncomfortable. And then after the placenta came out, I'm just looking at my baby. I'm staring at him, talking to him. Whole time my doctor's sewing me up. Didn't even realize she was sewing me up. I feel like I got a whole new vagina because my vagina feels so different. Like, it don't feel how it felt before I gave birth. It just feels completely different. But yeah, she was just sewing me up, and I'm not even realizing it until I looked down. And then I said, did I tear it? She was like, yeah, you got a 2nd-degree tear. I tore from like my labia to my perineal area. I think that's how you say it. Which wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be worse. Yeah, and like the first time using the bathroom was pretty scary. But other than that, like I said, everything went smooth. Everything was fine. Like I said, I have no complaints. It was a great birthing experience. Besides like the infection situation happening, it was a good experience. So I'm thankful for that. It was just a very beautiful moment. I was crying. My mom was crying. The doctor, she's telling me like, you did a good job. Blah blah blah. And my brother was on FaceTime with his wife. It was just a beautiful, beautiful moment. And again, still blacked out. Like, at that point, I was just looking at him like, wow, he's so perfect. And he was just so cute. And then they came and took him and they weighed him. And I said that he was 8 pounds. I knew he was 8 pounds and I couldn't believe it. But I don't know what made me think he was 8 pounds. I guess because how big he was. And I carried him very small. To me, I looked small when I was pregnant. So when they told me he was 8 pounds and 13 ounces, I was like, I can't believe I carried that big baby in my stomach and I didn't even look that big. Like, I'm a fairly small person. And yeah. But yeah, from me having the infection, I had to take all this medicine and whatnot, and I had to stay in the hospital for an extra few days. He's so silly. Every day he looks different. Literally every day. Every day he looks different. But yeah, like, it's just, I couldn't believe it. But I had to stay in the hospital for 4 days because of that infection. Also because, you know, they wanted to monitor me. They wanted to monitor him, you know, because he had swallowed a lot of amniotic fluid. So he was having a hard time digesting a lot of stuff. Yeah, it was just such a beautiful moment. I couldn't believe I had went through that. And every time I look at him, I'm like, well, I can't believe I gave birth to you less than a week ago. It's just crazy. But yeah, it was just such a beautiful moment. And I would do it all over again. I would do it all over again. Like I said, my pregnancy went good. You know, labor went good. Giving birth went good. My pregnancy was great. Besides me having morning sickness, my first trimester, that's the only thing I can complain about. Everything else was just great. It was perfect. Like I said, I would do it all over again. But he's gonna be the only child for a long time. I'm not having no more kids. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please make sure you leave a like on this video and leave a comment, and also make sure you subscribe down below.
What you doing? Got all the minutes, and them minutes was gone
Buddy.
within 3 days. What you doing? Zooming in on time?
Yeah, I'm trying. I can't really see much, but
Yeah,
get some good pictures, Mom.
I am. My
We can put it back down now.
Yeah.
Yes. We said my son and my daughter-in-law. How much you said?
8 pounds. Oh, okay.
£8, 13 ounces.
I told you.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Pick him up.
There we go.
Pick him up.
Oh, look
Oh,
at that face.
he looked like me
Yeah,
when I cried.
He don't like it. He don't
He
like it.
don't. Are you mad about that bath? You look mad. You about to be madder when they cut your little dingling off.
No, they ain't gonna cut it out. You so crazy. Cut your little ding. No, they ain't gonna cut your little ding. Well, like I said, you let it get it done now. And when you be a grown man, it's gonna look like you had a turkey.
That ain't cute, honey. That ain't cute. Your boy had a rough day today. He had a rough day, for real, because they came and did all them tests on him. They poked his foot twice, and then they went and did his circumcision. He had a rough day, but tomorrow we going home.
What did they say what time? They didn't tell you what time.
No, they didn't give me a time, but they said I was going home tomorrow. But yeah, Romy Rome is here. Say hi.
What up?
But yeah, I'm waiting for my mom to bring the car because they're not going to let me walk downstairs. They're going to wheel me downstairs in a wheelchair. So all of our stuff is packed on that little car right there. And we're going to be heading home soon. And I'm scared. But I know I'll be okay. I'm gonna miss this hospital. I had great doctors, great nurses. I do it all over again. Today it's May 25th. Today was the day that Roman was supposed to be here. Well, I'm not gonna say supposed to be here, but I was supposed to get induced today. So, but yeah, he's fed. He's, you know, he's good to go. He's burped. He has a little outfit on. Little camo outfit. So yeah, I'm just sitting in the rocking chair waiting for my mom to come back, and then we is out of here. I'm excited. Mom parked pretty far away because this hospital is jumping. So they're gonna mow me down and we're gonna meet up with her, and then they're gonna help us put his things in the car and whatnot. So I will be making a video about, you know, Roman, doing updates, his name, the meaning behind it. He makes the cutest noise. The meaning behind his name and whatnot. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Say bye. Bye, guys.